Okay, I just want to talk about how I think, the whole world is insane. I basically think everyone are insane, okay? Everyone are delusional. And why do I have this point of view? Well, it is because I am showing evidence of a phenomenon that should be in the top news. Like what I do should be in everyone's face in the news. And I actually have an explanation also for why maybe it isn't. I have this um, kind of rationalization for why I can do this, why I can paint the sun with a face and the sun evolving a face, and but then yeah, the next few days, the sun and the sunspots developing a face with, you can see it in satellite photos. And I have an explanation for why this isn't spreading, even if, I'm even assuming that with without the censoring, it is still not spreading because uh, because of the fact that what I do is uh, kind of an attack on rational thought. It is an attack on ideas. When I do this, it becomes fantasy world, right? It becomes something that people do not want. Okay, people don't want uh, kind of people don't want to live in a dreamlike world because that is a nightmare. Okay, that is what it becomes. Why is it like that? Well, because in a world of dreams, your spirit and sins become uh, strengthened, and they become a resonance in your own, or in this what do I call it? Because this is you can see all of this world as a collective dream. What are we dreaming together, right? But what I do is that I look at the top news, and which is something that we share, and am able to show you, this one, it didn't the sun developing a face didn't appear in top news. So this was from March 2026. I did it just 4 or 5 days before the sun developed a face, and it had no face in the satellite photos when I did this. There were no face, but it developed on the actual surface of the sun. Um, so why is this not spreading? Well, it is not because I am wrong. No, there's another explanation. The reason why it's not spreading is because people as a collective are defending themselves from what I do by being a collective, the world as it has decided to be. Okay, it has decided to be a certain way, and just like I think about people as part of a fluid. Okay, so when you are a part of a system, you become loyal to the system. Okay, so whoever I see, I consider to be loyal to the system, no matter what it says. No matter what it says, because why is it like that? It's a law of nature. If you are a part of something, you become loyal to that, right? What this means is that people will override their own um, um, critical thinking. Um, Actually, don't care about the truth. Like, so that there is an actual truth, right? There is an actual truth, but people will neglect that so that the system that they are part of will thrive. Okay, so a good example of this is governments of a country. If you are a part of a country, you will unconsciously support that, or even if you say that you don't, you will, okay? Because you live in that country, you're part of the culture, you will support it. It's like there are these egregores, okay? Living ideas everywhere. These living ideas become something that people are a part of. This is why this doesn't spread, because this is, some kind of it is me being free, okay? I am free. I do this stuff, and the sun develops a face. It actually did. I do this stuff. I painted my daughter, I made it personal. This is the latest. I painted my daughter. And then the Trump administration stopped the construction of the border. The border goes here. And it started burning 4 days later here. I think somewhere here. Started burning. So, then you have, all these things that I'm saying, like when I say that it started burning, that's a fact, okay? It's a fact. This is in the top news. Well, no, that particular story was not in the top news, right? I painted this, and then the house in New York started leaning. What was it? Pfizer building started leaning, and they had evacuation. And this was, I don't know if it was a few days before. I guess it's something like 2 days later or something. I don't remember. And the thing about Pfizer is that they gave the most to tsunami support in tsunami victims. Of all companies, Pfizer gave the most to tsunami support victims, something like that. It's also interesting because Pfizer is phi, and if you start for the mathematical phi, you get a spiral. Okay, there's spiral. So there are these things that are facts, and they're like this kind of drawing. So where is it? This one, right? This is so this is interesting. This one, but I also continued on this one, and this also. You see this one, and it led to the largest schism in the church. This is a continuation of this. It's this upside down, you see, and this became the crisis in the church. This is the reflecting pool. And both of these things are preceding. I did this before. And it's the same kind of motif. And it has to do with the church, something abnormal in the church here going on. I started talking about something, MSG, and you had also some other stuff going on with Taylor Swift. Anyhow, this phenomenon should be in the top news, okay? But as I said, like the problem is that let's say that I'm worthy, okay? Let's say that I'm worthy. My worthiness is not having is not leading anywhere, right? My worthiness has no physical value. It has no you cannot see me and see my value just by looking at me. You cannot look at what I have and see my value. You cannot look at people around me that I have around me and see that uh, I I am successful. You cannot see that when you look at me. This is kind of wrong that it is like this. And it's also wrong that people that are that I know people that are great people, okay, here on the internet. These people are also in the same kind of situation that I am in, right? Um, some of these guys, some of them. It's also at the same time there are people that I realize are, I thought that they were worthy, but they are not. Some kind of backstabbers and things like that. That's so weird. It's so weird to me that it is like that, but that's how it is. And then I start to think about, um, you know, the parasitic survival strategy that is valid, right? In nature, things are valid, and it's valid to be a parasite. It is a valid strategy to survive, which means that um, it means that what does a parasite do? Well, it will tell you that I am a part of your body. I am just like you. A parasite attaches to your skin, for example, and it whispers to your skin, I am a part of your body. Do not let me go. This is a parasite. The parasite will whisper to you, you are not that strong. Become weaker so that I can feed on you. This is the parasite. The parasite survival strategy is valid, and it will pretend to be like me. At the same time, there are people that are awesome. I know for a fact that there are people that are awesome. And at the very same time, there are parasites pretending to be something but they are just hungry. They just have hunger. And in my mind, I will never forget this, that what is a parasite? What does it feel? A parasite feels hunger. A parasite has no purpose of pain because it only needs hunger. So that means if a parasite will mimic to be like you, be like me, it will pretend to have pain. A parasite will scream in pain, but it will feel hunger. So it is not pain. It cannot feel pain, a parasite. As I'm thinking, okay? That's how I'm thinking. And this is the perspectives that I'm forced to have when it comes to people, when it comes to the world. And I am forced to have this brutal way of looking at people because what I do is not admitted. I need to be I need to be more brutal. I need to be stronger. I need to be better at doing this kind of stuff. And meanwhile, there are those that mimic. There are those that it's like, what's the problem? Uh, I guess I guess you could call them demons. That they are purely demons. Demons, right? It's a soul that decided to become only a parasite and mimic and to whisper in people's ears that you are not special. I am just like you. I am a part of you, and you and it slowly demoralizes the body to have a weak immune system, to not defend itself, right? So this is how I started to think that there are indeed those that can scream in pain but only feel hunger. Yeah. And at the same time, um, I should be world famous for what I do, but and at the same time also I am surrounded by a few other people that also should be, um, or I mean, I don't know how many it is right now because no one, it's like the the parasites are winning, kind of. Meanwhile, I'm just fighting here on my own, it feels like. And all the parasites convinced everyone to be a part of their movement, to you know we're supposed to move from point A to point B. Let's say that this is heaven. You're supposed to move here, but meanwhile you're walking over here, something um, knows how to pull the turbulence in another direction, to take someone away from heaven. Okay, that's what's happening, and it's this demonic parasite souls that uh, tells me you are not special. It tells and trying to make that into, yeah, yeah, uh, it's horrible. It's horrible. And I don't talk like that okay, I'm so special. I don't talk like that. Instead, I do these kind of things, right? Make a drawing, and then this is top news, world news, but no one is being intellectually honest about it. And there's so many people here that I've seen on the internet that are supposed to be smart people, are supposed to be good people. They were supposed to be that, but they aren't. They are demons. They are demonic. I'm going to I'm going to remember this, okay? I'm going to remember that a parasite screams in hunger and not pain, okay? It's logical. A parasite has no purpose for pain. It cannot feel pain, as I'm saying it. Logically speaking, a parasite is only supposed to feed, right? Eat. Okay. Um, so, yeah, so it is, there is a continuous gaslighting against what I do by ignoring this, ignoring, you know, the sun. The Bible mentions in, I think it's Psalm 84, that uh, God is the sun, and I painted the sun with a face, and the sun evolved the face. It's like these are facts. Okay, it's a fact. You can see it on the satellite photo, as I said. This is not delusional that I'm doing, but it's like people trust this what was it? People trust public opinion. Like if the public have opinion, if the public gave a certain kind amount of thumbs up, if I wear a certain kind of clothes, that's what it is. It's like, no, humanity is all about shallowness. It's all about vanity. That's what it's all about. This is humanity. This is the world that is outside here. It's vanity. And it is people using their muscles to hurt people. people using their brains um, to step on others, to hurt people with their brains, hurt others. Okay, that's what it's about, this world. And the, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going to do a drawing soon. Uh, if John would like me to interview him about his drawing 283, then you can let me know. I think your drawing had, I mean, it was inspiring to me, and also, yeah, and also my drawing was measurable on the top news of, or in the world. A few, it was also top news, but which means that the inspiration that I got from John was valuable, and I just want to compliment that officially. But it's not all about him. Also, I have many sources of inspiration, but John is great because he's conscious about the connections. He's conscious about what's going on. He's conscious, which makes him able uh, to learn. Like when you're conscious, you can learn and you can see what you do right, what you do wrong. If you're not able to see the resonance, you're not able to improve, right? So I, yeah, and this happened before with Jon also. Jon has done both poetry and art that has connections. And if you can, I know for sure that there are some people that are able to do this and are conscious about it. Just try to um, try to stop thinking about yourself as so awesome for a while, and focus on creating a track record. Create something measurable that you can prove kind of that, okay, you do something and you do that with intent. It's not that you accidentally do something and then something happens, but because that is a synchronicity. Okay, the Jungian, Carl Jung, meaningful coincidence synchronicity is that you do something and then you realize later that, oh, that had a connection. um, if you're able to 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 kind of see the butterflies in the way that I'm doing, then you are also able to make an official statement that now you're doing something. Oh, you're dancing, you're moving, you're doing something, and what you're doing is going to have this resonance that you can check later. Okay. And then, most importantly, you can repeat the process. Repetition is important because that is core to science. In science, you need to be able to repeat an experiment. So there are many things that are important. Anyhow, soon I'll make a drawing. As I said, I'll end this video now. And if John Steele wants me to interview him, you can let me know. And if anyone else is able to do these kind of things, I still think that for John it is unconscious. I mean, it is synchronicity what he's doing, but he's at least aware of it. He's aware of the connections, and also it is connecting to what I am making drawings of. when it comes to John. So I think that's cool, okay? If other people can do that and know that you have kind of evidence for it, just start creating evidence, okay? Start creating that, okay? Because there's a lot of narcissists that say that they do things that they don't. There's a lot of liars. There's a lot of parasites that pretend um, to be things because it benefits them. Uh, so okay, so that's all.